Welcoming guys to our recap every single NFL team for the 2021 season. We're back in the NFC South, and I think the biggest thing, if you're a Buccaneers fan, the best achievement that you've had in the last couple of years, you could say maybe the Super Bowl, but the biggest thing is having Tom Brady in that team, because Tom Brady leaves New England after 2 decades, comes into the Buccaneers. He brings Gronkowski. He has Antonio Brown, who's at number 3, and they protect Tom Brady, and he wins them the second ever Super Bowl in franchise history. Bruce Arians gets himself another Super Bowl. Um, they they go on after the 2020 off season. They retain all their players from that 2020 season. They go into this season, and the first game of the season is against the Cowboys, who a lot of people saying, oh, they're playoff favorites. They're gonna maybe try to get to the Super Bowl this year. Um, Especially now that Dak Prescott had a full year. This is a fully fit Dak Prescott, and you know they Dallas gave Dallas gave Buccaneers a good game. It was only a 2 point game, the first game of the season at home, and but ultimately the Buccaneers won 29-31. Um, I want to talk about the stats. So we had the rushing and receiving stats. So we had Leonard Fournette, who had 14 starts, 14 games, 13 starts, attempts of 180 and 812 yards, 8 touchdowns. Then Tom Brady, the GOAT, had 17 games, played 17 started, 28 attempts. He had 2,000. He had like 1,000 yard over 3,000 yards and rushing yards. So I mean, this is Tom Brady, who's 44 years old. Like, this isn't like a young quarterback. This is fucking Tom Brady, who's a 44-year-old man. And I know a lot of quarterbacks, when they get to like a certain age, you can see, or if you're any athlete, I don't say like quarterbacks, but if you're any sport athlete, you can see the decline in some of these athletes. Like, maybe they hung on for way too long. Like, you look at prime example that was the 2021 season with Big Ben. He was bad in 2020, but he was really bad in 2021. And the Steelers were lucky to even get to a playoff with Big Ben being so bad. And he was like 38, 39. This is Tom Brady at 44, and he's doing over 300 yards this season. This is a 44-year-old man. Like, I'm amazed by this man. Like, his work ethic, his determination, everything about this man. Like, this dude is like, fuck. He was gonna retire. He did this whole kayfabe retirement. If you're part of the wrestling channel, you'll understand, like, these fake retirements that wrestlers do. And it's like, fuck the kids. I am not staying. I am not staying home with these kids doing homework and going to the grocery store with these damn kids. I'm going on the football field where I belong. I'm gonna do this till I'm 50 years old, because if I'm pulling up numbers like this when I'm 44, I can do this even when I'm fucking 50. But yeah, credit to Tom Brady. And in my time, so I'm nearly 25 in May, so in my time, Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. I know a lot of people say that Joe Montana and whatever, but who I've seen live watch, Tom Brady. Now, I'm not gonna suck him off, but yeah, in my lifetime, he is for me the greatest quarterback of all time, who I've watched live. So anyway, so we had points allowed for the Buccaneers. It was 511, 200, second now to 32, and then points against, which was 353, fifth out of 32. Even with Antonio Brown quitting or having that meltdown he had near the end of the season, they still got to the divisional round. And if it wasn't for that defense of the Buccaneers, they would have actually defeated the Rams and got 2 consecutive Super Bowls and 1 consecutive Super Bowl. It's the first time ever a team's ever done that. There's no team that has ever won back-to-back Super Bowls, gone into the 2021 season as reigning defending Super Bowl champions, and then gone out to go back to retain your championship again. No other Super Bowl team, no other NFL team has ever done that. So they was close to doing that, but again, the defense kind of let them down in that game. There was 27-3 in that divisional round against the Rams. The big news that came up in the offseason, obviously I talked about Tom Brady, but Bruce Arians, he's stepping down as the coach of the Buccaneers. He's going to be in the front office, so Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator, is going to be taking the reins of the taking the reins in Tampa. So how is he going to adapt, especially with the big shoes that Hall of Fame, a Hall of Famer and Bruce Arians has left him? Like, this is his first ever coaching job. Now, how's he gonna do? He's got Tom Brady, so that's good. He's still got Tom Brady. You've got a couple of free agents that you have, like Leonard Fournette. He's a free agent. You have Jason Paul, who's gone to the Bills. But I want to talk about the people that they have in. Like, they need a left guard to protect Tom Brady, so looking to draft a left guard. They need an edge rusher. They need somebody on the offensive tackle. They need a number 3 because Antonio Brown isn't there anymore, so get a number 3. Um, and then we had the guys that have re-signed. So Fournette did resign. Fournette resigned. Giovanni Bernard resigned. They got um, they got Russ Gage from the Falcons, which is he had not a good season, but he's a good acquisition. So overall, they're in the salary cap. They need a wide receiver. But yeah, leave you guys thoughts on Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the comments.